Upanishade Gayante Nusama Yanamasti Gate Namanasa Pasindiyam Isyantam Yusra Surana Ayatasmi Namaha. Today, before I get into this text, we'll talk in general. These two words are coming here: sannyasa, tyaga. Arjuna asked also this question. Read that verses too. We'll make a very generalized observation. Arjuna vache sannyasasya mahavaho tattvamichhami veditum tyagasya cha rishikesha Keshi Nishudana Shri Bhagavanu Vache Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam Sannyasam Kavayo Vidu Sarva Karma Phalatyagam Prahustyagam vichakshanaha. Today we shall see these two words, sannyasa, sannyasi. Because in our society today, there is a lot of confusion. And sannyasi has got a very stereotype meaning also. Anybody with an ochre cloth is a sannyasi. Those days, when the Bhagavad Gita was written, or even in the reference to sannyas in the scriptures that was given, it was not a person with a particular cloth. There the sannyasa meant, like Bhagavan says in Gita itself clearly, Geyasa nitya sannyasi yona dvishti nakangshati. You remember the 5th chapter? In that is a Geyasa nitya sannyasi. Hey Arjuna, know him as an eternally renunciate sannyasi. Yona dveshtina kangshati. He is not a person with an ochre cloth. He is not the person with shaven-headed. It is something, a person, na dveshti na kangshati, who does not dvesha, has no dvesha, no raga. One who has no raga, no dvesha, no like, no dislike, who doesn't resist things or doesn't crave for things. That type of disposition we call as the sannyasi. That is why, who is the really sannyasi? If you look at it, you shall see in this physical universe, nothing can be a sannyasi, or nobody can be a sannyasi. Why? Because your physical body, as an individual, look at yourself. From the physical body, you cannot escape raga-dvesha. You cannot. Like, again, Krishna says so beautifully in Bhagavad Gita, call it Vyasa writing, Krishna teaching. Indriyani indriyarthesu raga-dvesho vyavastito. This is eternal law. Indriyani indriyarthesu raga-dvesho vyavastito. for the sense organ, towards the sense object, there shall be raga dvesha, because certain sensation shall be comfortable, certain sensation shall be uncomfortable. Today we are sitting down in this room. Why? Because outside is uncomfortable. Why are we sitting down here? Because this place is comfortable. Physically comfortable. Listen carefully. Physically comfortable. Outside it is hot. Physically uncomfortable. So, for the body's sake, we have come here. Are you getting that? Suppose, as we are teaching, as you are taking the classes, the sound is not all right, the recording is not good, or you could not hear from a distance. So as a result, you feel uncomfortable. The moment you see the greater purpose of teaching is defeated, you shall sacrifice the physical comfort. Because if the teaching does not reach, if I speak and you can't hear, and the noise is there, which we are now 15, 20 people are listening, but the recording is for maybe 15,000 or 15 million. So if that is not all right, cut it off. We'll go back to our open space. So, ragadvesha, craving and resistance, you cannot escape from the standpoint of your physical body. Ragadvesha vyavastha. Same thing also sense organ. Your ears will love to record, comfortable for the ear is to a sound which is comfortable. Which is too loud sound, your drum may burst. Eyes, certain light is comfortable. Too bright light, eyes cannot take. Tongue can taste a particular taste. The tongue cannot take very hot, very sweet, very sour, very bitter, cannot take. Nose, same way. Smells of various kinds it can take, but the stinks, cannot take it. Becomes very, very difficult. Touches also, same way. So, you cannot escape ragadvesha from the standpoint of your body, from your senses. Therefore, your body cannot be a sannyasi. Your sense organ also cannot be sannyasi. Are you getting that now? See. Gyeyasa nitya sannyasi yona dristina kankshate. Hey Arjuna, sa nitya sannyasi iti gyeya. Know him as eternally renunciate. Who? Who has no likes and dislikes. So body cannot escape likes and dislikes, so body cannot be sannyasi. Your sense organs cannot have a sense, cannot escape the comfort, discomfort, they cannot be sannyasi. Now, that the body has got comfort and discomfort, the body is not looking for comfort or discomfort. Neither the sense organs by themselves looking for comfort and discomfort. Therefore, they don't have to renounce anything because they don't indulge in anything. So, at no time, body is indulging in something to renounce. The sense organs are not indulging in something to renounce. Okay? Anyway, so body and sense organ cannot be sannyasi. Then who will be sannyasi? Shall we say mind, thoughts by themselves? Thoughts also cannot be sannyasi because there are certain thoughts which are comfortable, certain thoughts which are not comfortable. Thoughts are not comfortable or uncomfortable to themselves. Are you getting that? Object, as even object is not comfortable or uncomfortable to itself. Like the sugar is not uncomfortable for its sweetness, nor the sugar is uncomfortable to lose its sweetness by adding something to it. So as even the object by itself is not comfort or uncomfortable, like this summer. Summer is not boiling by itself. Summer doesn't hate itself or like itself. Winter doesn't like itself, hate itself. Nothing in this creation. So body also doesn't like itself, doesn't like itself. Same thing also about the thoughts. By themselves they are not like itself. But certain thoughts, at the thought level, you cannot escape that certain thoughts are comfortable, certain thoughts are uncomfortable. Like deception, cheating somebody. You don't want, somebody imposes something on you, a thought. You want to love somebody, that person says, I don't love you. How comfortable it is. I don't want to hate you, the person says, I hate you only. How comfortable it is. I will help you. I promise you I will help you, but I don't help you. How comfortable it is. Are you getting that point, please? I tell you, I will not create any trouble for you, but I start cutting your leg, putting your leg. How comfortable it is. This type of thought, are you getting that point? Thoughts also, you cannot escape raga, dvesha. Then, who can be a sannyasi? Atma, yourself, the consciousness, nitya sannyasta. Atma, nitya sannyasta. Consciousness alone, yourself alone, is eternally renunciate. It has no likes and dislikes, like the space. The space has no like for a cloud or a dislike for the absence of cloud. It has no dislike for the cloud and like for the presence of a, absence of a cloud, like the space. Just like the silence also. The silence has no resistance to a particular sound, nor it craves for a particular sound. The space, the formless, doesn't crave for a particular form or doesn't resist any particular form. This is something, gives the space, accommodates everything. It will accommodate the volcanic eruption. It will accommodate a typhoon, a tornado. It will also accommodate tender breeze, spring morning, summer day, coldest season. So, if you understand that principle in the same way, Atma, yourself, the I, consciousness, nitya sannyasta. And one who knows that self, he is the sannyasi. Understand? So, sannyasi is not a person. Just like sthita prajna is not a person. Like sthita prajna means wisdom. Wisdom is not a person. Wisdom is something which is, just like engineering is not a person. Engineering is a knowledge. Medicine is a knowledge. Law is a knowledge. Same thing, sannyasi is not a person. Sannyasi is the knowledge. Recently, one person has written a book. He is supposed to be a very famous writer, very highly educated person. Difficulty of being good. Difficulty of being good is a famous author, Gurucharan Das or something. And a famous. I was just reading through a bit of it. The very title, difficulty of being good. Why is it difficult to be good? Because you don't know how to be good. Simple answer. Simple title, difficulty of being good. Everybody finds it difficult to be good. Why? Even though they want to be good, they cannot be good. Because they don't know how to be good. They want not to be angry, but they are angry. They want not to be jealous, they are jealous. They want not to depend on something, they depend. Why? Because unless you discover independence yourself, unless you discover freedom in yourself, unless you discover happiness in yourself, unless you discover love in yourself, unless you discover immortality in yourself, you cannot escape fear of death, insecurity of any kind, unhappiness and conflict of every kind. Because you have to discover that happiness, and thereafter only, understand. Are you getting that point, please? Only when you discover the happiness in yourself, then it will not be difficult to be happy. Not only difficult to be happy, therefore it will not be difficult to be good. Good means in the ordinary sense, Suppose everybody expects you, you must help me. Who can help? Think, who can help? The person who has no need alone can help. If a person has emptiness, he cannot help. You try your best. You don't have to experiment on other people. You look at your own self. When you are miserable, you shall not ever be able to make somebody else happy. First, you have no enthusiasm. Why? I am miserable, what is this? I am not satisfied. When do you do things for others? Only when you are comfortable with yourself. If you are not comfortable with yourself, you cannot do it. That is why, if you want to do something for somebody, you have to be paid for it. Social service has become a paid job. Community service has become a paid job because the organizations which do the community service, they are served first. Imagine, people come and they open up different organizations, different projects, helping the poor, helping the needy, helping the orphans, helping the victims. But the organization infrastructure becomes much more expensive than the people to whom they are helping. Most of the organizations are like that, unless there are dedicated people. Those who do not take anything. Very rare such things will exist. Such people will be there. Because unless you are happy, you cannot give happiness to somebody. Now same thing also, if the person is difficult to be good, difficulty of being good, because you don't know how to be good. Difficulty, you don't know how to be happy. But once you are happy with yourself, it is absolutely effortless to be good. If you are comfortable with yourself, it is absolutely effortless to be nice and considerate and sensitive. Why? Because you don't have any need. Please appreciate. Who can give his time for others? Who has no need for any time for himself? Anytime anybody comes, yes, available. Why? Because I have no personal program, plan, agenda, need, emptiness. Anytime anybody, okay, our. But suppose you have got tremendous misery in your heart. You have to stay by yourself for some time just to deal with it. Please leave me alone for some time. Why? Because you are hurt. You are crying. Your heart is bleeding. Your mind is miserable. How are you going to help somebody? That is why you look at the person's face, you will know what is going on inside. Like we saw that 3 types of tapas. Manas saumyatvam, manaprasada, saumyatvam, manaprasada, the grace of the mind, the smiling mind. Saumyatvam, calmness. And the face itself you can see. If the mind is preoccupied, your face will be also preoccupied. Your eyes will be preoccupied. Your movements will be like a lead, heavy. You can't be freely walking about. Observe for yourself, you will know. When your mind is free, you fly. You are just walking out. You can see from a person. And in order to know that for the person, you must know about yourself. Because only when you know that freedom, you know how you move around. Then only you can see from the other person what has happened to him. Something has gone wrong somewhere. Easy. But if you ask the person, why is it like that? No, nothing. Really nothing. Really nothing. Then why your face is... Really nothing. Then why your body is so loaded, limp? Why can't you be like this? Out, bright, brilliant. Why there is a cloud? If there is a cloud in your mind, there is a cloud in your face. You can't escape. Understand? So, it is very, very important. You have to, Why people find it difficult to be good? Because there is a prescription for goodness, but nobody tells how to be good. How to be good? Goodness, understand, it has a source. When the root is drying up, the tree will not look fresh. You can give this simple example. When the root is dying, the tree will not look fresh. If you want to see the tree always fresh and beautiful, water the root, not the leaves. So what is your root? If your root is empty, if there is so much of pain, anxiety, insecurity in yourself, then how are you going to be good? You are drying up inside, dying inside. But when you are alive, everything comes alive. Or your thoughts are beautiful, action is beautiful, perception is beautiful, everything is beautiful, interaction also beautiful. So, Atma Nitya Sanyasta. Only one level there shall be no likes and dislikes, it is yourself. So when you are that, such a person becomes sannyasi. Na dvishti na kankshati. So he accepts the like and dislike of the body, the possibility of like and dislike in the sense organs, the possibility of dislike and dislike at the level of the thoughts, the possibility of comfort, discomfort, acceptance, rejection at the level of the world. But while going through these, he remains unaffected by both sannyasi. Why today people find it uncomfortable? Because the person who thinks he is sannyasi, he is not sannyasi at the level of the wisdom. He is the sannyasi at the level of the cloth. Today what is sannyas? Think. What is sannyas today? Akara cloth. Akara cloth was not there. Akara cloth was created after Shankara came. Dasanami sannyasi created more for the protection of Hinduism, spreading of the Hindu tradition, more as a reaction to Buddhist tradition also, in a sense, because at one time it was, Hindu tradition means what? Think of it. Hindu tradition means what? It's a generalized thing. There is, there is no sort of, the word as I told you, Hindu, it doesn't exist. Sanatana Dharma. It was Sanatana. Sanatana means Sanatanasya Ishwarasya Dharma, Sanatana Dharma. Sanatanasya Ishwarasya. This is the Dharma based on the God itself. God is truth itself. What is Sanatana? Sadaeva Nutana, eternally fresh. So you can call it as the eternally fresh consciousness or pervasiveness, or Ishvara, where the Ishvara is the Srishti and the Srashta, the creation and the creator, both one and the same. That is also Ishvara. That is why it is not based on a person. This tradition of Sanatana Dharma is not based on the person. Every other world religion based on a person. You remove the person, the whole thing, edifice will collapse. Because without that person, it is not there. Around somebody, the whole thing is moving. This tradition of Sanatana Dharma doesn't move around any person. You can remove anybody you like. You can remove Krishna also. You can remove Rama also. You can remove anybody you like. It will still stay. Also, listen carefully. And also it doesn't move around a fixed book. Only this. The wise man's speech itself can be good enough for the tradition to be kept alive. You see the truth? Yes. Whatever you say also accepted. So Sanatana Dharma, when you say that was the it is, that is how it was, Sanatana Dharma. So there, in that Dharma, there was 4 Varnasrama was there. What is a Varnasrama? Brahmachari, Gruhastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. These are the 4 ashrama, 4 different stages of life. Who is a brahmachari? Everybody is a brahmachari. Whoever started life has to life as a brahmachari. There is no touchable brahmachari, untouchable brahmachari. Anybody has to. That is why that untouchability and other things are all meaningless nonsense. In this tradition, that is not there. So when you talk about the brahmachari, anybody who is a student, that is the time we call it as the brahmachari. And who goes to Gurukula to study. Such a person is brahmachari. And when you are studying, that time chhatranam adhyayanam tapas. Your only engagement is study and nothing else. And the teaching was such, understand, the teaching was such, the tradition was so beautiful, the teaching was such, it was handing over, delivering to the student both Paravidya, Aparavidya. Aparavidya as well as Paravidya. That's why when you listen to the stories, Upamanyu, Satyagama, Aruni, when you listen to the Vedic stories, after they study everything, the teacher will test them, whether the person is ready for the self-knowledge, Brahma Vidya. Then he will go to give him the Brahma Vidya and send it back. Because first day you cannot teach Brahma Vidya to the student. The student must grow. So both knowledge were given. Those who went to study, of course. Okay. So when this is given, after you understand this, then the choice is yours. You can be a brahmachari and then gruhastha. You want to marry? No problem. You can be married. You are gruhastha. Or you can jump straight to sannyas. Sannyas means like a rishi. You live a lifestyle, renunciate. Not necessarily any clothes. Today in Hollywood, Bollywood style Mahabharata depiction, Durvasa has to put on ochre cloth. Because today you see sannyasi, holy man means holy cloth. But no rishi was moving that type of cloth or anything like that. They are all ordinary, normal people. Anyway, just please think of it. So when you are brahmachari, gruhastha, you become a gruhastha. And you take the life of a householder and continue your life. Right attitude. I am happy with myself, but I want to live with somebody. I am happy with myself. I don't want to live with anybody and taking those responsibility. Choice is yours. Which one is better? You choose. Whichever is better, you take. So getting married is not a taboo. Not marrying was not a greatness. But when the emphasis came on celibacy, that you should not marry, then the person shall try to show off to the world that I am an unmarried person. Then getting involved with a man or woman becomes a huge taboo. Because how can you do that? Becomes very difficult. So that lifestyle was associated with sannyasi. Unfortunately, are you getting that? The sannyasi means absolute wisdom. That is forgotten. Sannyasi has become a cloth. It is like taking lawyer to be a black gown, doctor for a hanging stethoscope, engineering for a spanner or a screwdriver. That is a uniform. The soldier's uniform is not soldier. But the moment you put that on, just think of it. Then you consider that person as a very holy person. No. A wise man may choose a lifestyle, but putting on a lifestyle or putting on a cloth doesn't make you wise man. So a sannyasi can be the sannyasi, one who knows himself. He can choose the life of a brahmachari, you can choose the life of a grihastha, you can choose the life of a vanaprastha, or you can choose the life of a sannyas, taking up a cloth or a particular lifestyle. So be yourself, just like the example that they give is Sukha Tyagi, Krishna Bhogi, Nrupau Janaka Raghavau, Vasishtha Karmakarta cha Yete Jnanina Smruta. Sukha Tyagi, Sukha was a renunciate. As a child walked away naked into the forest. Krishna Bhogi, Krishna was all indulgence, thoroughly involved with every aspect of life. Nrupau Janaka Raghavau, Janaka and Raghava are great kings, shouldering the responsibilities of empires. Vasishtha Karmakarta cha, Vasishtha, a karmakandin, a ritualist. Ye yete jnaninaha smruta. All these five are remembered as wise people. So a wise man can choose a lifestyle, but a particular lifestyle doesn't make you wise. Today the confusion is you have taken the lifestyle as the person, taking the cloth as the wise man. And then you say, how can you put on this cloth and do this thing? What are you doing? Then you say, oh, the sannyasi is doing these things. No, sannyasi can never do anything. Listen, I told you the other day that story, that example. For this, I'll tell you it again. Like that, it's an incident where anywhere you can see, but that incident, if you start it, there was the person in Rishikesh, I was telling you, while going near an ashram, there was a youngster closed himself in the room. And when next day he doesn't come out, or 3 days he doesn't come out, the administration is worried, they knocked the door and they brought him out. Actually they are worried. Morning walk I was going, I heard the noise. I went there. What is happening? And we see the door opens, the young man is brought out and he is totally drunk and he has fainted. Then what happens? They put water on him and he comes up, they clean him up, and the room is full of dirt. Vomiting, defecation, urination, everything. 3 days he has done it. He doesn't know what he is doing, senseless. After he come back to senses, we also left it, and we left the place and came. And one gentleman was coming with me. He asked a question. Swamiji, how can a sadhu drink? Sannyasi, how can he drink? I said, this is the whole perception. Please understand. If you are asking the question, how can a sannyasi drink, you think as though in order to be a sannyasi, you must drink. How can a sadhu drink? Or in order to be a sannyasi, you should not drink. The question is like that. No, please understand. Sannyasi is wisdom. It has nothing to do with drinking or not drinking. It has nothing to do with eating or not eating. It has nothing to do with like, dislike, good, bad, right, wrong, nothing. You be that. Listen carefully. And then you choose your lifestyle. Please appreciate. You choose your lifestyle. Don't say that a sadhu or a sannyasi is drinking. A drunkard has become a sadhu. There is a huge difference between the two statements. Are you getting that? A sadhu drinking and a drunkard has become a sadhu. If you say sadhu is drinking, as though it is necessary to drink in order to be sadhu. No. A drunkard has become a sadhu. Same sadhu who was drinking, he was a junior executive in the BHAGAVAD in Rishikesh. He renounced that job, came back. Now suppose he would have been a bright youngster, studied, and then tomorrow you invite him for a talk to the junior executives or executives in the office for some business management, and the person is bright, is brilliant, because he has studied. So when he put on the ochre cloth and he talks, what shall you say? Hey, this sadhu is a management guru. No, this sadhu is not a management guru. The management guru has become a sadhu. Are you getting that point, please? Suppose you have studied physics, chemistry, mathematics, and you brilliantly pepper your talk with scientific data. What the people will say? The sadhu is a scientist. The sadhu is not a scientist. The scientist has become sadhu. He knew himself. Are you getting that point, please? Same principle applies everywhere. We put the cart before the horse. Sadhu is a role you play. Sannyasi, that is yourself, is not a role. This cloth is a role. A lifestyle is a role. But who you are is the truth itself. Just like we say sadhus are fake, sadhus are drunk, sadhus are criminal. Sadhus are not criminal. A criminal has become a sadhu. Sadhu is not fake. A fake person appears to be a sadhu. Because today, you understand, now when the sadhus are arrested, sadhus are exposed, sadhus are scandalized, when these things getting into the head, please appreciate. Sadhus don't do it. Just like telling the doctor corrupt, or a politician, we will go to doctor later on. The politician is corrupt. That is another very popular statement. Swamiji, in this country, every politician is corrupt. No. That's a wrong statement. No politician is corrupt. It will sound like a music to the ear of people, no? For the politicians' ear. And other people, they will disbelieve. What? Say, politician is corrupt. No. No politician is corrupt. A corrupt fellow has become a politician. Because politician is a role. Understand? Politician is a role. How can a role be corrupt? Understand? Youngsters are indisciplined. No. Youngsters, youth is not indisciplined. An indisciplined person happens to be young. Husbands are brutes. Wrong statement. A brute happens to be your husband. Husbands are not brute. Wives are a nag. Wives are not nag. A nag happens to be your wife. Every woman is not a nag. Every man is not a brute. Are you getting that point? But this is sort of a generalized idea. It's something it has gone into our head. We use it without thinking. Without any thought, we go on using this language, that word. You know. So one doctor manipulates you. Doctors are all crazy for money. Doctors are not crazy for money. A person who is crazy for money has become a doctor. Okay. So whether it is a corruption of the politician, whether it is the drinking of a, sadhu, whether it is indiscipline of a youngster, nagging nature of a wife, the brutish nature of a husband, all these things, nature belongs to the person, not to the role. Are you getting that? Not to the role. That is why, if I understand what it means not to be corrupt, not to have a habit, not to be brutish, not to be a nag, and why am I like that? Because I don't know myself. When I am happy with myself, then what will happen? Happy politician, happy Swami, sadhu, happy guru, happy husband, happy wife, happy doctor. Suddenly, please see, now if your roles are important, listen carefully. If your roles are, in today's world, roles are important. So doctor role, engineer role, sadhu role, politician role are disgraced by these activities. If you consider yourself the absolute, suddenly happy doctor, happy husband, happy wife. Are you getting that point? Do you understand that point? If you are a person happy with yourself, then happy doctor, happy husband, happy wife. Because you are, there is nobody who is always a doctor, always a husband, always a wife, always a sadhu, always a, what is that, son or a daughter or anything. Different roles. Even sadhus, you can put on this cloth, but when you are traveling, you are a traveler. When you are eating, you are a eater. Please understand this. Unfortunately, because of this, you are so confused. So you are expecting impossibles from people. The sadhus should be like this. Corrupt politicians should be like this. There is no such thing. Yes, the roles have certain expectations, but these expectations from the roles can be fulfilled if the person is developed or if person is wise. If the person is not wise, you cannot do it. That is why what they say, fake sadhus, fake politicians, fake doctors, fake gurus, fake engineers. Anybody can be a fake. What is fake? Fake means we have set a standard. If you cannot follow it, then you are a fake. Why he cannot follow it? Go to the root. Why he cannot follow it? Why it is difficult to be good? Because he doesn't know anything about himself. Without knowing for yourself, you are not choosing roles in life. Some people choose role to be engineers, some people choose role to be doctors, some people choose roles to be computer people, some people journalists, some people magicians, some people musicians, some people become sadhu. It's a profession, the roles. And all of these people, please understand, we are picking up roles. Somebody picking up a secular role like engineer, doctor, lawyer, chartered, painter, musician, journalist or something. In the same society, another person is picking up the role of a sadhu. I am not interested in this, but I am picking up a role of a sadhu. Now see the problem. You are picking up the role of a sadhu. And why do you pick up a role of a sadhu? In order to know yourself. But do you know yourself? Because other people are not supposed to know themselves. If you are engineer, doctor, chartered accountant, other things, if you know about yourself, fine. Know also yourself, fine. If you don't know also, fine. That is why you can see professionally everybody is brilliant. Most people are brilliant, but personally their life is in total shattered, in total shambles. So you fed up of everything, you take the life of a sadhu. When you take up the life of a sadhu, you feel relieved. Why? Abba, the responsibility is not there, free food available. That is where the corruption begins. And imagine, think, having been a sadhu, ask yourself the question, having been a sadhu, have you felt attracted towards a man or woman? Ask yourself a question. Just because you put on a cloth, can you stop feeling attracted towards a girl or a boy? Can you stop feeling attracted towards good food? Can you stop feeling attracted towards comfortable beds, comfortable things? Why? Body, no. You cannot escape the raga dvesh. So then what happens? When you are studying in the college, if you are looking at a boy or a girl, everybody shall say, hey, look at the fellow. They consider it is normal or natural. Then you come away with an idea that I shall be happy with myself. Then you come here and as a brahmachari, Swami, brahmacharini or something, putting on this cloth, but then you want to fall in love with somebody. Then you create a problem for the girl. You create a problem for the boy, but you are not supposed to tell it to anybody. That is where comes your number one problem. Because, understand, when instead of somebody talking to you, I like you, you tell, why don't you like me? Huh? So you came to put on this cloth for that. You understand the point? You are demanding, and quietly. If you are so much interested, why don't you go out and get married? Nobody tells you not to marry. What is wrong? What is wrong? There is nothing wrong in marriage. Sadhu does not mean unmarried. Unmarried person doesn't become... And who is unmarried? I told you, no. There is nobody unmarried. As long as you are married to the duality, you are a married person. It is not necessary to marry a girl to be married or a boy to be married. You can get married to your car, you can get married to your house, you can get married to your job, you can get married to my cloth, my room, my computer, my interest. You are married, much married person. Are you getting that point, please? You are married to positions, married to respect. Nobody prostrates to me, so you are married to respect. Understand? Think of it, think of it. So as education, what has happened is, we are creating roles, giving roles to people. Tired of, I am not interested in being a professor. I am not interested in taking up a job. I am not interested in taking the responsibility of a man and woman, a husband or wife. It seems to be terrible, so I say, I am going. So I come away to this knowledge. Then what happens? You put on the cloth. So just because you put on the cloth, you become a sadhu. Just because you go to college, do you become an engineer? Just because you go to college, do you become a doctor, professor? So just because you join an ashram, you become a sadhu or a wise man? Study, think, be yourself. How many people are given sannyas like that? Even the gurus dress them up. Why? I have got 10,000 disciples, 100 disciples, Rakshasas, idiots hanging around, roaming the world. Are you a sannyas? Are you a sannyasi who are not dveshtina kankshati within yourself? You are a problem to yourself and you create a problem for everybody in this cloth. Understand, understand very clearly. Sometimes we have heard of courses, brahmachari course will be there. By the end of the course, 10 couples will be get out. Suppose there are 50, 60 brahmacharis are there. Brahmachari, so at the end of the course, 10 people, 10 sets people got married and so what were they doing? Contemplation on Brahman or contemplation on the other boy and the other girl? No, you understand the point. And a heavy problem. The boy will be very quiet, but inside, ooh, the girl will be, I am not interested in anybody, but looking at everybody and creating problem for everybody. See, headache. Understand? Now suppose you cannot do it when you are a small student or a brahmachari or something like that, then you become a sannyasi. Then what happens? You get more access to more number of people. So you become a greater problem. So ask yourself the question. Have you come here for getting a easier access to all this nonsense? Or you want to come for the knowledge itself? Because as a student, as a youngster outside, if you want to maintain a habit, you have to work for it. As a sadhu, if you have to maintain your habit, others are giving charity. What are these people doing? Most of the people when you go to so-called pilgrimage, holy places, sadhus are simply sitting down there begging. Then what happens? Money is coming. Anyway, 20, 30, 40 rupees per day is good enough. So eat food and ganja. Dammarodam, drinks, You know, all the alcohol, little bit also, Bholanath. You understand? You know, you maintain that. Why is Shiva? Oh, Shiva, you know, he is in the Shiva. Shiva getting drinking alcohol, you know, in the skull, drinking the alcohol. What about he drinking hala? Shiva drank poison? No. Shiva drank hala, you know that Visha? No, Shiva drinking Somarasa, I also. Oh. And then what about him drinking hala, that poison? You understand? Rakshasas. That is where people become idiotic. The whole thing fallen into samples. Please appreciate. In a college, if you fall in love with a boy or girl, nobody bothers, it is unnatural. Then when you come here, you give up everything, first 6 months you are very good boy, very good girl. Then your problem starts. Settle down, then very good. So, don't say politician is corrupt. A corrupt fellow is a politician because he doesn't know about himself. Don't say youngsters are indisciplined. Indisciplined person happen to be youngster. One Hitler doesn't make every German a Hitler. One Monica Lewinsky scandal doesn't make every American president rotten. Or just because one Muslim is a criminal or terrorist, or one Indian is a thief, then every Indian is a thief. That nonsense, that is why our coverage is wrong. When you are covering this news, what do you cover? Poor Muslims were killed. Muslims were not killed. Poor human beings were killed. Jews killed Muslims. No, human beings killed Muslims. Human beings killed human beings. Hindus were attacked. No, human beings were attacked. If you say Hindus were attacked, a part of humanity is affected. If you say Christians or Jews or Muslims or Indians or Americans are attacked, only one part you are affecting. But if you say human beings are affected, the whole world is affected. So the entire world must wake up. The covering, you understand the coverage that the journalists make. What do the journalists know? You know, the reporters, what do they report? The reporter who is reporting has nothing to report about his own brain. The person can be psychologically destroyed, miserable, frustrated, full of conflict, and has his own bias. That is why, if you are a rightist journalist, you will write that type. If you are a leftist journalist, you will write that way. If you are a centrist, you shall write that way. As you are biased, if you are a believer, you will write in a particular way. If you are a non-believer, in a particular way. Are you getting that point, please? That is why no report is acceptable. Mark Twain gave a beautiful statement. Not reading the newspaper leaves you uninformed. Not reading the newspaper makes you uninformed. Reading the newspaper leaves you misinformed. Therefore, don't read. If you don't read, you are uninformed. If you read, you are misinformed. What's the idea? It's better to be uninformed than to be misinformed. Today's society is so vicious. Why? It's better to be uneducated than to be wrongly educated. Because you are uneducated, at least you have some sense of humility. Because you don't know anything. You are ready to receive. The person is educated because so dangerous, smart, arrogant. That is why sadhu, a person who has studied the Upanishads, studied all these things, can have enough logic to destroy everybody, including himself. First destroys himself, then destroys others. Understand? So you shall, when you see this, what shall you say? They are fake people? Yes. Everybody is a fake. Sadhus are not only fake. Fake politician, fake sadhu, fake doctor, fake guru, everybody fake. Why? Do you know why they are all fake? Because everybody essentially is a fake. Why? He doesn't know anything about himself. who you are, you don't have the genuine identity of yourself. You are a fake, ignorant. Since you are a fake inside, you don't know anything about yourself, you are jumping into every role for security. Are you getting that point? I want you to see all these things, because today's world is really going upside down. These recent incidents, now this cricket, what is happening? IPL, billion dollar, and high profile people, beginning from industrialists to movie people to sports people, everybody, all rich. And the darling boys of this press, they're all top. Everybody talks about them every day. Now everybody is in top trouble because heavy income tax rate, who has power, financial irregularities. Okay. Then you see around the world, religious field, beginning from Catholic Church thing to Hindu sadhus or sannyasis or everywhere, Buddhist monk or anything, Jewish, any types of people. But we are giving it a political color, we are giving it a financial color, we are giving it a religious color. We forget that these are all human beings who are destroyed. Why that person is doing this? Why is he corrupt? Why is he manipulating? Why is he sleeping with a man or woman? Why is he doing this? Because the person doesn't know anybody himself. Must be aware of himself. Then, when you interact with people, you don't create a problem either for yourself or for them. Hey, look, falling in love is not a crime. But creating problem in the name of love is a crime. What is crime? What is being crime in falling in love? But you must know, if I like her or I like him, does she equally like me or like me or not? If she doesn't like me, shall I impose myself on her? If he doesn't like me, shall I impose myself on him? Other day, I am telling you a very simple incident. One, the girl comes and cries. Usually, girls will talk it out. Boys will be keeping it, usually. But sometimes boys also talk out. Girls are very, it depends on what type. If you are a haughty girl, you will not talk about it. Always very strong face, but inside, same thing boys also. There are some haughty boys, they won't talk about it, but inside they go crazy. So the boy came and talked to me. The girl came and talked to me, Swamiji, this boy is always bugging me. I said, what do you mean bugging you? Yeah, nowadays, cell phone, so every day, SMS, you have to see it. Or making a call. And this girl is tired. She doesn't want to tell her mother, doesn't want to tell her father, because, then she will get it. So she cannot tell. At the same time, she is getting all the messages. And if talking to the boy, she is afraid. Okay. Suppose the boy throws the acid. Nowadays, all this nonsense you see. The boy throws acid and like that. I said, if the boy is threatened like this, I throw acid, the girl's one instrument is, I'll commit suicide. I'll kill myself. If you don't marry me, I'll commit suicide. I'll kill myself. Anyway, you are already killed yourself. Why don't you jump and kill yourself quietly? No, you want to kill now, you'll kill everybody and die. It's a headache. It's a headache. Idiots. Anyway, so this boy, girl is crying. I said, look, if the person is he interested in you? No, Swamiji, I didn't know that whether he is. I thought. I said, are you crazy? Nothing wrong in falling in love with you. Okay, you tell him, one day ask him, do you really like me? Yes. Oh, he said, no, leave him. Same thing I sometimes boys tell, that girl is, laughing at me, talking. Hey, don't imagine. Go and straight away talk to the person. Do you really like me? Yes. All right. No, no. But what do we do, you know? Because you have a weakness, please understand, because you have a weakness, you think the other person is pretending, telling yes, no, 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 but he really likes me. What is so likable about you? The very fact you go on sending SMS, or making a phone call, or calling everybody and begging, shows that you are not a likable person. Because if you are a likable person, you will be followed or you will follow. Ask yourself a question. Okay? Ask yourself a question. If you are such a likable person, will you be followed or will you follow? Will you be changed or changed? I told the girl, stop sending any nonsense and see whether the person is sending you SMS. Don't go to him, whether he finds you out. Do it for 3 days and let me know. Swamiji, I will do it. After 3 days, she herself came and says, it's over, Swamiji. True, what you said is right. Nothing I was imagining. Are you getting that? A boy can be like that. So what do you do? Think. You stay in the school, college, everywhere when we are going there, what are you doing? Collecting rules. But nobody tells us about ourselves. And we give up those roles in school, college, things, and we are becoming. Now I am talking of I am joined one religious group. Think. And the religious group people, they have their own do's and don'ts, but they don't tell you how. Without education, understand, that in the religious groups, very rarely you shall come across a religious group which teaches. Everybody gives you do's and don'ts, commandments, right and wrong. Why? Neither the guru knows nor the students know. Neither the religion itself knows. Simply do's and don'ts. That is why teaching. The highest, best part of this knowledge is they teach you. That is why Guru Shishya Parampara. Where you see this? A little bit that is in one or two religions in the world because they have a source in the Hinduism. There is nothing called Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma. Because so vast, every type of philosophy you can find it here. Every type of philosophy in the world you want to see, it has the place in the. If you are a believer in God, non-believer in God, God is outside the creation, separate from you, one with you. Anything you think around which one single idea, if there is a philosophy is built up, it has its place in the Sanatana Dharma, Vedic, in these traditions. So when you come into this, then what happens? Come to know about yourself. But what happens now? Today, see the political field, cricket, the sports field, religious field, everywhere problem. Yesterday's newspaper was so full of stuff. Today's newspaper, you look at it. The Swami is arrested, that priest is scandalized, that cricket thing is gone, that sports thing is gone, these Hollywood stars are doing. Suppose in Hollywood these type of scandals are there and nobody bothers, everybody laughs. It should be there, right? With a religious scandal, how can it happen? Are you getting that point, please? Poor that fellow, what is his name? Big boy. Clinton. You mean he's the only first man sleeping with a girl in the whole universe? What a mess they created for him. And in France, the president who was Mitterrand, the president, French people are different. French people, everybody knew he has a second wife and, mistress. And the French government was paying for all that. It's okay. That man, he can he's giving us good administration. What he is doing personal life, nothing to us. Go to America, another standard. Go to India, another standard. If it's a French society, American society, or religious society, different types of looking at things. What do you do? Understand? In all these establishments, whether political, social, spiritual, sports, anything, understand, human beings are getting into it. So human beings must be genuine. Who is a genuine human being? Who knows about himself. Who is a fake human being? Who doesn't know anything about himself. That is why you have got fakes everywhere. Fake sadhus, fake, politicians, fake doctors, what they call as the quacks, right? Quacks. Why are they accepted? Okay, ask that question. Why so many fake sadhus? Which department there are no fakes? Every teacher doesn't teach, some cheat. Every engineers are not engineers, some build, some help it to collapse. Some surgeons save life, some surgeons take life. Everywhere, same thing sadhu, same society, same people have come. And why these fakes are accepted? Simple reason, because there are genuine. If there is no genuine gold, will you take fake gold? If there is no genuine diamond, will you take a fake diamond? If there is no genuine Rolex, will you take a fake Rolex? If there is no genuine politician, will you accept a fake politician? If there is no genuine sadhu, will you accept a fake sadhu? So, responsibility also lies with the world for people to learn what is genuine and what is fake. The trouble with this is, listen carefully, to know the diamond is genuine or fake, you can be an idiot, but you can be a jeweler. Whether to know human beings are genuine or fake, you better know about yourself whether you are genuine or fake. Are you getting that point, please? And who shall give you that? A politician will give you that? Engineer will give you that? Ordinary teachers will give you that in a school, college, university? Because the subject is not dealt with about who you are. Only it can be dealt with a person who knows about himself. That is why those people who are not sadhus or no sadhus, you be a wise man, a rishi. Rishanti jananti iti rishi. Those who know the truth, they were rishi. That is the person sannyasi. Yona dveshtina kaangshati. Having seen the truth for themselves, then you choose what? You want to be a politician, a king, or a beggar, or anything you want to be. Choose for yourself. So those are the people who can teach you whether you are genuine or fake. Now, what happens if only the wise person can teach me that? The wise person can teach me that. Now the wise person, see the danger. Himself is a fake. Because you believe in the cloth. You believe in the lifestyle. Just because he is in an ashram, you think he is a wise man. Just because he is putting on a cloth, okra cloth, he is a wise man. No. Inside that cloth, there can be ignorant man sitting. Like inside the policeman, there can be a thief. Inside the policeman uniform, there can be a thief. In the soldier's uniform, there is a terrorist. In the politician's, uniform or the role, there is a criminal. Among this, inside the sadhu's dress, there can be a rogue. So the person who can teach me, the person must tell me who I am, genuine. Then, if I know about it, then only I shall know about other people who are fake or genuine. So the fake diamond or genuine, a fake is accepted because genuine is there. So help the people to discover the genuine. And the difficulty in this is, the person also first must find out about himself, whether he is fake or genuine. It's like the person says, think of it. Oh, that man came and told me and promised me, if you give me 4 sovereigns of gold, I'll give you tomorrow 8 sovereigns gold. The fellow comes in a sadhu's dress. Or and then he cheated me. What about your greed? You are believing that the 4 sovereign can be 8 sovereign tomorrow. Oh, he said he will touch me. And when he touch me, I will be enlightened. And he touched my bottom. Or touched my top. And nothing happened. Oh. So why did you think that only being touched by top or bottom or hugged by somebody, you shall be feeling? So you want a shortcut, no? So idiots are there to take you for a ride. Don't worry about it. You need not worry. I shall do the puja for you, ritual for you, everything shall be fine. Why don't you fix up your own life like that? Think of it. So you just don't say that only these people are cheating. Who are getting cheated? The people who don't want to be genuine. They want shortcut. I will eat whatever I like, but vibhuti should cure me. I will do whatever I want, but somebody should just put his hand and everything shall be fine. No. So people also must change. Right. But if you say, but these are the people who have the responsibility. Yes, just like in any field of activity, there shall be genuine and fake. Even in religion also, there will be genuine and fake. You can't escape. Appreciate. So when such a crisis comes, it is not that paint everybody with the same brush. There always will be some genuine people who shall uphold it. Great tradition of reality, truth, call it whatever you like. In every branch, whether it is physics, chemistry, mathematics, history, geography, politics, sports, painting, music, religion, everywhere. So, sannyasi, when you say, the sannyasi is not a cloth. Ganyasa nitya sannyasi, yona dveshtina kahangshin. Atma nitya sannyasta. Yourself eternally renunciate. So by putting on a cloth, you don't become. Therefore, you look at your behavior. Just look at your behavior, how you are behaving in this world. So, sannyasi. Okay, be the genuine. Then, as I told you, sannyasi is not a lifestyle. Be a sannyasi. Then, what shall I do? What type of lifestyle you want to choose? I want to be happy, engineer, doctor, beggar, governor, politician. No, I want to teach people. Rishi, okay. Rajarshi, Brahmarshi. Be a Rishi. Simple living, high thinking. Always high thinking, simple living. Or high living, high thinking. Rajarshi. Choose either of the two. As a Rajarshi, you can reach more number of people. As a Brahmarshi, you can few number of people. But you will speak the truth. Rishi. Then, simple living, high thinking, high living, high thinking, blessing. Simple living, simple thinking, ordinary people, no problem. Today's generation, high living, not simple thinking, no thinking. That is why mess. Everybody is seduced by high lifestyle. Everybody wants houses, cars, money, comfort, everything. But work, I won't do. Then you become a thief. Everybody wants to live beyond the means. Billions and billions of dollars. What is happening? People are dazzled by it. Who cares? So as much you make easy money, so criminals also go up, they kill you and take the money and go. You say, if you cheated others, why can't I cheat you? So each one is cheating others. No problem. Think of it. So look at for yourself, please. And if you get into a human relationship problem, understand that is more, because today scandal is either on money or on sex, isn't it? What are the other scandal? Oh, he is, fellows embraced the tree. Is it a scandal? You don't put in the newspaper. He embraced it. 10 trees he embraced at one time. You are eating so much of rice. Scandal, huh? Money, paisa, and man or woman, either of the way. Man or woman, it can be homosexual tendency or heterosexual. Man or woman. Then, oh, why? For everybody in the world, these two things matter. Somebody is taking it away. Right. Understand? So, ask yourself, are you the slave of this security problem, this money problem? Or, if it's a man-woman situation, what type of? Are you creating a problem for somebody? Are you a problem for somebody? Or somebody is your problem? If somebody is your problem, what shall you do? Become very difficult. Before you get into, you better know it. Why? Because somebody can threaten to your problem. Just like I was telling that girl, if the boy doesn't do it, I will commit suicide. The boy says, "You don't do it." They pushed, one other day in the newspaper it came, he pushed the girl from fourth floor, himself died in Hyderabad. 19-year-old girl. That boy came, pushed her into the thing, and himself also jumped. Both. What do you mean? Acid attack. The boys do that. And girls will threaten. If you don't do this, hey, by threatening, can you win somebody's love? Just ask somebody. Just ask somebody. If you don't love me, I am going to kill myself. The person, I'll adore you. Right? What do you say? Go. You can't say go and kill yourself, because world will look at them, world will not see how she was forcing him or how he was forcing her. But whoever survives will be in trouble. Why? The dying person's statement is accepted as truth. If the person killed himself or killed herself, it's a problem for everybody. All that for what? You came to school and college for finding a partner or educating yourself? Okay. You came to the field of the religion to find God, find yourself or another boy and girl? Ask yourself the question, why these problems coming in the world? Somewhere your priorities are lost. You never came. You came to this, why don't you get married? No, I don't want to get married, I remain unmarried. Then, you want to remain unmarried, then why are you looking at that boy or girl? Just think of it. You must see. And in case you want to, no, we want to relate. Okay, can you be a problem-free relationship? Okay, I like you like me. Fine, that much. No, because I like you, therefore you must look at me every day. Why are you looking at the window? I see. True. It's dangerous. These two relations. Because world gives value for money, world gives value for human relationship. That is, these are scandals. Monetary scandal, sexual scandal. Whole society will go through much more of it. Because when men come out, women come out. Previously, not that it was not going. When previously it was going on, it was all taken as the great achievement. Vishwamitra was slept with Menaka. It was achievement. Huh? Vishwamitra Menaka, you heard that stories? Sages, Urvasi, like that. Even these things, great rishis were having a fantastic affairs. But he looked up and asked, wow. Huh? Achievements. Today, if somebody like, whoa, you understand? Times have changed. Vasishtha had the cow, Kamadhenu. Anything he wants comes. But today, if a sadhu is rich, a lot of money. So, must be. Everywhere. It's not that only religious, whether it is sports, every lifestyle, because people have become fake. A genuine person, when you know about yourself, your lifestyle you shall choose. Please, don't do something which you will not like to do. It's a waste of life. You want to do something? You will first find out, will you like to do it? Yes. Then take the responsibility and do it. Or else, headache. So, sannyasi is wisdom. Now we shall see from tomorrow what is sannyasa, what is tyaga. Sannyasa is an attitude. Tyaga also attitude. Two different types. Sannyasa does not mean tyaga renunciation. Bhagavan says, we shall see. Karmanam nyasa sannyasa. Kamyanam karmanam nyasa. When you give up, not karma, kamya karma. Kamya karma means, previously if I think, if I do this, I will get this. This type of action. I do this because it is to be done. Sannyasi you are. But you are not necessarily a tyagi. Who is tyaga? Sarva karma phala tyaga prahu tyaga vichakshana. Which, brilliant attitude. What is that? Karma phala tyaga. I do something. Why? Because I can do. Sannyasi. But suppose you are depending upon the result of action, then you may be a sannyasa in your karma, but you are bound by the result of action. So suppose a person renounces the result of the action, then he is wonderful, because success, failure makes no difference to him. So usually karma sannyasi means one was given up karma alone, but waiting for the result. What a headache. In India also there are some people now they have started karma sannyas. The karma sannyas means what? Karma sannyasi means you can put on the cloth and go to the swimming pool. When you want to go to swimming pool, put on swimming pool dress. When you go to in the market, you go to market. That when you want to sit down and teach, put on the akara cloth. What nonsense. Anyway, these are the silly stuff. Lot of these jokes will be there always. But please appreciate the problem. And when you appreciate, it's not to pass judgment on somebody, but looking at myself. Am I a genuine person or a fake? Write about this. Okay? And I have told you already to write about the 3 tapas and about this. Ask yourself. You write about, I want to read everybody's note. Others are, elders are free, brahmacharis, all of you must write. Am I genuine? Am I fake? You write. Close your eyes.